Welcome to another new episode of the DeCluttr Me podcast with myself, Shelina. How are you doing? I hope you all are well. We are waiting here for the rain to come, and if you're listening anywhere else outside of the Middle East, you might be thinking, why are you talking about the rain? Other than I'm British, of course we talk about the rain, but it's a big thing to happen here, and it's supposed to be a lot of rain, which doesn't bring me joy, to be honest. Because the rain here has sand and dust in it, and then it makes your car dirty, it floods the roads, there's lots of potholes that suddenly turn up, or water ponds as they like to call it. People forget how to drive in the rain, and when I lived in Jumeirah a few years ago, the villa wasn't made very well and there was leaks all the time. So I generally have a very big dislike of the rain here, but people love it. They're like, oh my god, it's it's good for the soil and everything. Yes, that's true. It's very good for everything like that. And I love the rain in the UK, which is bizarre. Not the drizzle, but the proper rain. But yeah, I don't like it here. So as you can tell, I am not joyful today about the rain, and I thought it would be great to talk about joy, because it's a word that's used a lot for organising, thanks to Marie Kondo, and it's not my favourite word to use. She talks about only keeping things that bring you joy, and it doesn't work. I mean, I don't want to be bah humbug about it, but, there are lots and lots of things in your life that you need, but it doesn't bring you joy. So let's talk about it. For example, and I always use this as an example, tissue boxes and tissues. They don't bring us joy, but because of allergies here, because of the dust and the sand and little bugs and stuff, we need tissues with us all the time. There's tissue boxes in the house in various places. They're in our handbags, they're in our car. They have special tissue boxes for us to put into the side of the car so we can grab tissues as quickly as possible. That's how much we use tissues here. Yes, it's a waste. We should use handkerchiefs really, but we don't. We have tissues. And then plus we eat lots of food with our hands, so we need tissues to clean our hands while we're eating. So tissue boxes don't bring us joy, but it's the best thing ever to have in our lives because we need them constantly. The same is for water dispensers. I would love to get one of those water filters and the taps put into my kitchen, but I don't have enough room under my sink to put that whole dispenser thing that you need for the filter, and I don't have enough counter space to get one of those water filter machines either. So I have a water dispenser. I have water brought to me every week. It's a waste of plastic. I don't like it. It doesn't bring me joy. It doesn't make me happy, but we need it. We need water, and I'm not going to get those small bottles of water instead. And a lot of people are in the same situation. So we need it. It doesn't bring us joy, but we need it. The same for tools. Unless you're a DIY guru like my dad, having a box of tools is not going to bring you joy, but you need it. I needed a hammer to put paintings up on my wall. I needed the hammer. That's the reality of it, and my art makes me smile. So it's a double whammy, need and happiness. So, joy is a great term to use for things like clothes and knickknacks and books. But for day-to-day items, it can be a difficult word to use to decide whether to keep the items or to declutter them. So instead, I like to use different terms. So my questions are, do you need it? Do you use it? And does it make you smile? So it's need, use, smile. And I've mentioned it already, with the tools. I need it, I use it, the outcome makes me smile. So if that happens with you every time, then keep that item. So for me, everything in my house has a use or a need, or it makes me smile. So arts, books, knickknacks, my clothes, my shoes, my handbags especially, they make me smile. I feel proud about my collection. I've worked hard for it, and when I have my handbag on my hand, I am happy because of what I've achieved and because they're beautiful pieces of art usually. So it makes me smile. See, I'm smiling while I'm talking about it. And if you're listening to me, you can hear my smile. And if you can't, well, I'm smiling. So, that's what I keep. So that's what I want in my life. I want things that I use, I need. The few little gadgets I have in the kitchen, I need them. A grater, I need it for the cheese. I have knives, even though I do have really beautiful knives as well. I use them all the time. I need them. They do make me smile. And anything that doesn't meet that criteria, I put into a bag for donation. So I've talked about the bag several times, and it's also in my book if you ever want to, buy my book. That's a shameless plug. But yeah, so if you have a bag, paper bag, put it in your wardrobe, put it behind your couch, put it somewhere in a cupboard. Every time you see something that you don't use, you don't need, doesn't make you smile, doesn't bring you joy, if you want to use that word, and it's just pointless having it in your life, put it in that bag. And then when the bag is full, go give it for donation. So give it to a charity shop, give it to charities, there's bins, there's people who might want it. There's pet charities here that take stuff so that they sell the stuff and the proceeds are used for, TNR for cats and for vaccinations for pets and stuff, or for animals. So, see where you can give those items for, and to help people to make money and to do charitable things. And it's a great way of doing a charitable thing without thinking too much about it. I keep a paper bag in my wardrobe, so every time I open my wardrobe and see clothes that I don't wear, don't like, don't use, I put them into that bag. And then when it's full, I give it away for donation. So for me, that's an easy way for me to fulfill the buy one, get rid of two mantra that I have. So, and you can use that mantra for everything in your life. So even in the kitchen, if you get rid of a lot of things, then you've done the buy one, get rid of two without even thinking. So this is a good way to declutter, so think about it. Do you need it? Do you use it? Does it make you smile? If not, put it in the bag. And I've talked about this from a physical point of view, but what about your friends and your followers on social media? This week I had a troll. So I've had it for a few weeks. So she's been sending me private messages and saying things like, honestly, I don't understand why you've got this post. And it's like, there's no need to be rude. And honestly, if you don't understand, ask what you don't understand. Don't send these messages of saying, honestly, I don't understand. So it just didn't make me smile receiving these messages. And, it made me upset. Why am I getting these messages? So I thought, I try to be nice to her. I try to be kind. I said, look, if you don't understand anything, ask me, and then I'll be able to explain it. Didn't get anything. So I decided, why am I wasting my energy on this? This is toxic. So I blocked her. And I feel very good about myself now. And do that for everything. If it's toxic, if it's not making you smile, if it's making you unhappy or making you pissed off, remove it from your life. So that applies to friends, to followers, to accounts you're following on social media, things you're following on TV. Remove it from your life. If you don't use it, you don't need it, it doesn't make you smile. Obviously you don't want to use your friends, or you don't want to need your friends, but if they're not making you smile and they just make you tense all the time, you need to get rid of them. It's not worth having that toxicity in your life. So that's the things I want you to think about. So keep the people and the things in your life that you need, that make you smile and you use, obviously not your friends, and see how much your life improves. If it improves, then that's a good sign. I don't want it to make this your New Year's resolution, get rid of the joy and do all this. Do this for however long you can do it. And the more you get rid of the toxic things and things that don't make you smile, don't need, then the easier it will be for you and the less stuff you'll have as well, right? So I hope you found this episode useful today, and if you did, please spread the episode to your friends and your family. Make them smile, make them think that they need to listen to this, and I would love it if you could leave a review on this podcast to help it get spread out there. The more reviews, the more shares, the more people will see it and hear it. So I really appreciate if you could spread the love. If you'd like more tips and advice, please follow us on social media. So I'm on all of the accounts practically, even TikTok, at DeCluttRme. And if you do need help with decluttering and organising wherever you are in the world, you can contact me via my website at www.declutrme.com. Thank you so much for listening as always, and I will speak to you next week. Take care. Bye.